ourselves here in this metroplex as Southern Cameroonian, regardless of your politics, regardless of your viewpoint. The fact that you're a Southern Cameroonian, I'm sure this issues you. That's why we're inviting everyone to bring their voices to the table. That way, that we could have a collection of ideas, right? Then we'll start to organize around this collection of ideas. Like if you're very passionate about diplomacy, then maybe you're going to join the diplomatic team, and we can start, like lobbying our local leaders here in the metroplex, our local, like congressmen or senators, right? And if you're passionate about like humanitarian, then we could partner with other non-profits to see how we could help the internally displaced and the children and women who are suffering in Nigeria. If you're passionate about healthcare, there are wounded Southern Cameroonians, boys, girls who are suffering. That team could organize and see how we could bring medical help to our suffering people. So there's different levels of participation based on the skill sets that you have. So that we're not calling you to come and be, an amber warrior. No, we're calling you to bring your ideas, your know-how. We're calling you to bring all the capacities that you've developed over the many years. We think like if we can come together as a community, it's going to be a strong asset in us trying to bring this world to an end. And the honest truth is this, if we just sit back and do nothing, one thing is for sure, this war is going to continue and it's going to last longer. Because those boys on the ground, they're not going to give up fighting. And La Republique also is not going to give up. That's why we need to organize ourselves and create pressure, political pressure, humanitarian pressure, provide help for those who needed help. And those who are passionate about self-defense, they can also come and participate in defending their homeland. So it's a big tent for everybody. Nobody's going to force their beliefs on you. But instead, we want your ideas on the table. Because the truth is, if you decide to ignore this gathering, some people are going to come, and they're going to come up with ideas, and they're going to take actions based on those ideas that they brought to the table. But your voice is not going to be part of it, and you're going to sit on the sideline and keep complaining about how things are going. So we're calling on everybody that has been on the sideline before, that this is the moment for you to come and take part in organizing our people in this metroplex under the umbrella of unity. That we don't belong to any group. We belong to the Southern Cameroonians who live in the Dallas metroplex. And not only are we going to organize to help the motherland, but we're also going to organize and help ourselves over here. If tomorrow my comrade Daniel is celebrating, some important event, we're going to go there and show him support. You're going to have a community that's going to be behind you. That's what we're trying to build here in the metroplex. I know some of you have your country meetings, you have other things that you're part of, but those are small communities. Let's build a big community around our nation of Ambazonia. So, if you're listening to this message and you know somebody that lives in the metroplex, you might not live in the metroplex, but you know somebody that lives in the metroplex, please encourage them to attend this event. Send this video to them. We want their voices to be heard. It's really important, because if not, they will just stay on the sidelines, watch videos on Facebook, watch videos on WhatsApp, and they're going to go about their day as if nothing has happened. But our people are dying in their numbers, our children are suffering, our kids are not going to school. Prophet, one thing that we haven't thought about is when this war comes to an end, what kind of nation do we want to see? We have to start that thinking process now. And we have experts in this Dallas metroplex in different fields of study. So let's start harnessing those knowledge, those skills, that know-how, and start putting together a plan. You might think this is abstract, but it's not. You see, South Sudan is suffering today because they only fought, but they never planned for peace. So we need to start thinking that when this all comes to a close, what kind of nation do we want to see? And trust me, the more voices we have, we could shape a better future for our people. So we're calling on every one of you Southern Cameroonians out there, regardless of your political leaning, this is your house. This gathering belongs to you. We want you to help shape how we move forward as a people in this Dallas Metroplex. Very important. And not only that, we're going to be giving away some memorabilia. So whenever you're driving in your car, you're going to have your Ambazonia flag that reminds you of your homeland. Your children should know where you're from. And the truth is, they will always see you as a foreigner in this country. No matter how educated you are, no matter how wealthy you are, you're always going to be a foreigner in this country. But Southern Cameroon, that is your God-given land. Nobody can take that away from you, and even your children. So when you come, bring your children. Let them learn of their history. Most of us grew up without even knowing our history because it was never taught in school. So right now, there is a big awakening which is happening among our people. So my brethren, my sisters, my parents, my uncles, my pastors, my engineers, my nurses, my doctors, my entrepreneurs, all of you guys in this Metroplex, we're encouraging you to be part of this event. It is this Friday. It's going to start at 6 p.m. Okay, and it's right here in the Metroplex. The address is going to be attached to this video or maybe in the comment section. Please do your best to be there. You know, even if it means taking off work, it's a sacrifice, which I think, you know, like it's a good sacrifice to make because people back home have sacrificed more than that. Comrade.
Thank you.
Not if you have something addition to add to that.
Yes. Right quickly. I want to read the address. I know it is already here. I'll read the address and give you a phone number that you can reach us if you want to know more about the organization and what's going to be happening on that day. The address is 1053 Weeping Oak. 1053 Weeping Oak. That is Weeping Drive, Burleson, Texas 76028. The zip code is 76028. You can reach us by telephone on the number 817 566 3725. Again, that number is 817 566 3725. All right. I appreciate you all, and I know that if this message gets to your ears and you are born or an affiliated Southern Cameroonian Metroplex, you're not going to sit back on that day. You're going to do everything to come with somebody, come with a friend. I want to use this opportunity also to say a big thank you to the community. Last time that we shipped a container to support our people in the Nigeria, the refugees, you people were very supportive. Everybody that contributed in time, that contributed in cash, that gave clothes, gave shoes, gave food, whatever you did to make that project a success. I want to use this platform today to send this message of appreciation to you and to thank you very much and to let you know that the course is not finished. We are still in the struggle. We are still trying to bring settlement to our people. So we still need your help. Please, let's come together and we're going to make this job lighter for each and every one. Over, comrade.
Thank you, comrade, for those, both of you, for this analysis and preparation for this October 1st celebrations. And the address again, I think the address is just below. Excuse me. The address is 1053 Weeping. Excuse me. The address is 1053 Weeping Oak Drive, Burleson. And that's the address just underneath Comrade. So, Texas. So just get that address and endeavor to be in that occasion. And I think Comrade just gave the phone number in case of any other informations that you need. The flyer will be posted on my Facebook after this broadcast. And so they're requesting that all of you in the DFW areas should come en masse to celebrate this very important day, October 1st. For many of you probably have lived here in the United States for quite some time. In fact, Southern Cameroon, La Republique du Cameroun distorted historical facts and presented those distorted facts as to be a fact and to be a reality, which identically it wasn't. We have been celebrating, I know many of you think about 20th May, you think about 11th February. In fact, those days were distorted by La Republique du Cameroun to deviate from the key issues so that it shouldn't remind them. Now we ask La Republique, when was their Independence Day pronounced? That will be January 1st, 1960. They should be celebrating it and not 20th May. It's a fraudulent 20th May that they are celebrating. And in February 11th, in which people don't know more about it, why is it celebrated? In fact, it was initiated by Jongo Foncha in Southern Cameroon as a Mac Youth Day celebration. And 4 or 5 years later, La Republique implemented it led by former President Akijo and start celebrating it as their day. In fact, none of them was a fraudulence implemented by La Republique. And so it is an opportunity for all of us coming together and start to reflect on what is the process, because it is the means that we can move forward together as people of Southern Cameroon descent. And for my comrade, you guys will give whatever you, and then let's.
Yeah, comrade, we appreciate you. I believe that with time we'll be able to come to the platform and maybe take some heated discussions and a time of learning and unveiling of certain parts of our history that our people need to know. Vital points, vital events, and vital occurrences in the history of Southern Cameroon that our people need to be aware of. I know that they started with politicians, manipulative politicians, most of the times will cover some of these things under the carpet, but we are in a generation that everything is unveiled. We are no more in the dark ages. So I believe that we'll be able to have time to dig deep and educate our people on the history of Southern Cameroon. But again, as you rightly said, 20th May is distorted Independence Day. There is no significance attached to that as far as our people are concerned. Our Independence Day remains to be October 1st. It is 60 years ago that this independence was to be declared with the help of the UN. But on that night, on the 30th night of September, there was a complicity that actually turned us over to La Republique as a form of annexation. But there were no accords signed. We did not agree on going into that form of existence. So it has been a fraud, for this past 60 years, and our people have risen up this time around to say that this mistake needs to be corrected. And I believe that it is going to be ironed out. This, as our comrade Roland said, even if we stay back and don't do anything, we have to remember that our people back home are suffering. We have to remember that the war is not just going to end like that. We have to remember that those that are fighting will not just give up like that because they are feeling the pinch. What we have to do with our good conscience is that we wake up and be able to do what is necessary in order to restore peace and in order to restore tranquility and provide an environment for people to exist again as a nation and to be vibrant. It's going to reflect on us as well and reflect very good. So these are things that we have to take at heart and know that they affect us in one way or the other. You don't want to go home to have a good time with your family and you are running to go and hide in Republique and then come back and said you were home. You were not home. So home has to be peaceful in order for us to enjoy. Our thinking is not focused on how the war is going to end. We already know that it will end some form of victory to us because no people have risen in history to fight for their rights and just ends like that without them having something. It's going to end in our favor, but what we should be concentrating on is what are we going to do in order to bring this quickly, and what are we going to do after? So it is very, very significant, very important for us to start, rubbing our minds. And we don't expect to build a whole nation. We don't expect 4 people to come together and make a decision for 8 million and plus. We need everyone. Your voice counts. Everyone's idea is very important. That is why we need you on the table on Friday. It's going to be a very open session. Discussions will take place, questions and answers. There is going to be barbecue. There's going to be other food there, and there's going to be drinking, there's going to be dancing, there's going to be celebration. And again, we're going to be having very frank discussions on that day. You don't want to miss it. Live anywhere, Dallas, Fort Worth, Metroplex, I invite you. Even our community are in Houston. If you are in San Antonio, if you are in Austin, right here. If you are in any other state, here in the United States, and you don't have any particular place you are going to October 1st to celebrate, be our guest. You are invited. Come, Southern Cameroon, come. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be memorable. Let us be there 6 p.m. on Friday in Hollis.
All right, thank you. And in that way, as Comrade gave his own conclusion, then we call up the day.
Yes, thank you for those who participated like in this broadcast. I want to say thank you for those who took the time to share it. We truly appreciate those efforts. Again, as I said, like none of us here has the monopoly of ideas or vision. That's why I keep emphasizing that your voice is needed on this table. We want you to be part of a group of Southern Cameroonians who care about their homeland. We want you to be a part of a group of Southern Cameroonians who want to bring stability and peace to our homeland. We want you to be a voice of reason that want to make sure that this war comes to an end so our kids could go back to school without being afraid of getting killed. We want you to be part of the voice of reason that makes sure that our homeland does not become a place of kidnapping and ransom taking. But the truth is, if you stay on the sideline and do nothing, and you just hope for the best, you pray and fast. Prayer and fasting is good, but action also is needed. We're pleading with you, Southern Cameroonians, or sympathizers of Southern Cameroonians. Please come on October 1st. We're going to have food. We're going to have flags. We're going to have merchandise that you could take home and represent your homeland. So when you go to work and your friend asks you that what flag is that, it gives you a chance to share your history and the plight of your people. You never know who you're talking to and what kind of influence they have. So we want to get the word out about the suffering of our people. I bet you, the news about the pain of our people is only common among our community. The world has not heard our cry. The world has not heard our pain. And the more people hear our pain and are drawn to our cause, it's going to it's going to speed up the solution. One thing I can assure you, as Prophet Daniel said, is that this conflict is going to end on victory on our side. That is given. Like look at mighty America, how they failed in, like with the Taliban. Like it's not because America is not superior. America have the military, like the best military equipment in the world, the best intelligence, the best everything. But yet, after 20 years, they gave up. So that's how La Republique is going to give up. But when we organize, that will happen quicker, sooner than later. That way, the pain of our people is not prolonged. That's why we're calling on all voices. Trust me, like you might not think your voice is needed. Like you might not think your voice is important, but your voice could be that difference. Your voice could make that difference. So we're pleading to your conscience. Please be part of the solution. As I said, like we don't care which group you support, or if you don't support any group even, it doesn't matter. We want to come together as the people who are from this God-given land to make sure that peace returns to our land, to make sure that, war, like that the war which is happening in our territory stops. So you're all invited. If you want to come, bring someone. Talk to a friend, talk to a neighbor, call people, make sure that they add this event on their calendar. Like we're here in America, October or July 4th, we go out and we barbecue, we shoot fireworks, we go to the lake. That is not our independence, people. We are foreigners. Even though you're a citizen or you're a green card, no matter what your status is, we're always foreigners in this land. The October 1st is our Independence Day. Let's own it. Let's organize. Let's strategize. Let's unite, because together we're stronger. So that's all I have to say.
All right.
Again, I'm really excited because I know I'm going to see you in 2 days' time. As the address again is on the bottom of the screen, and the flyer is also going to be posted with the phone number if in case you have questions or you want to do something on that day also. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you both, comrade, for these important informations on the October 1st celebrations. And I really appreciate you. I know you guys is the first time on my platform, and hopefully we will have more subsequent debate and throw more light to the question of Southern Cameroon to the rest of the people in the United States, DFW areas, and the rest of the world at large. And in this, thank all of you both and wish you all happy this evening and the rest of those who are watching. This is Comrade Funton Daniel, and here again, there's gonna be some barbecue. The address is shown 1053 Whipping Oak Drive, Burleson, Texas, and other flyers will be posted in case you are not gonna. It is an opportunity for you to show up, bring friends, bring relatives, bring whoever, and including the other United States, the importance and to understand the Ambazonian territory. Thank you both for joining me live in this, and we call of the day.
Thank you.
A long line.
To go out and demonstrate is a basic right for us. And that's why we are saying that there are two Cameroons that come together. If you are telling us, like the state minister stood here last year, that what happened in Cameroon